Joining me in studio, very special guest, one of my faves, Dr. Megan LeCornu of Embrace Your Smile Orthodontics, voted Santa Clarita's leading orthodontics office for the past 10 years. They have owned the decade. They're looking to own the 2020s. Dr. Megan, hi.
Hello. I love your enthusiasm. It always brightens my day.
I love it. I love good oral hygiene. It's one of the things that gets me stoked. So happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays.
Thank you.
I can't believe it's almost 2020.
I know. It's giving me anxiety. It
Right?
really is. What does the orthodontic community think of Thanksgiving? Is there any food in particular that might pose particular problems for people with braces?
Oh my goodness. Orthodontists love Thanksgiving.
Really?
Thanksgiving is the orthodontist's dream holiday because it's all the soft foods. So it's stuffing and mashed potatoes and turkey and cranberry sauce and rolls, all the things that are very braces friendly. So the reason we love it is when we go back to work after the holiday, we don't have like 30 emergency calls of broken brackets.
Now, on the other end of the spectrum, Halloween?
Oh boy.
Is that the worst?
That's the worst.
That's the worst.
We literally have to double our emergency visits after Halloween for at least 2 days.
That's good for business, though.
Yeah, well, usually it's kids who were eating something they weren't supposed to, and they broke a bracket, and so it's not ideal. But, all the ooey gooey, sticky, chewy stuff gets in your teeth, causes cavities.
Yeah.
Stuffing.
I love stuffing.
Yeah, you still got to brush your teeth after it, but it doesn't break braces.
Stuffing, a vegetarian delight, which I enjoy because I don't eat meat.
I love it.
I used to enjoy ham more than turkey.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm a ham person.
I was a ham guy, but not anymore. Embrace Your Smile Orthodontics offering various treatment options. Find the right option for you on embraceyoursmile.com. Is invisible orthodontics becoming the predominant option for people? Are more people electing to go with incognito and Invisalign treatment options?
You know what? It really is. I think more and more patients are coming in looking for a clear aesthetic option. And it's great because we have so many options. If you're someone who can't wear the aligners because you drink coffee for 6 hours a day, well, then we could do braces behind the teeth. And, there's even clear braces that are on the outside of the teeth. And so nowadays, the options are really endless. And I think that takes the hurdle down for a lot of adults seeking out orthodontic treatment.
It's all about the aesthetic.
It is.
Going back to the Embrace Your Smile,
Yep.
even during treatment.
Even during treatment.
She's Dr. Megan LeCornu of Embrace Your Smile Orthodontics. 2 offices. One, the OG, Wayman Street or Wayman Court,
Yep.
wherever it is, right off Lyons Avenue, right across OLPH, right where everyone knows where OLPH is. The other one, right across the street from the ice station.
Yep, right
in
near
Valencia,
the ice station. Yeah,
on
which
Smythe
is
Drive.
great for those hockey players.
Oh. So, Dr. Megan, talk to me about this phenomenon because I was wondering about this, and you had told me off air that Carl, our station owner, was talking about it to you in the hallways. It's becoming a new phenomenon. We don't have to leave our house for anything, for our groceries, our clothes, and now for some people, even their orthodontic treatment options. Some people are turning to, I was reading this online, people are turning to mail-in aligner treatment companies. They send the impression box to your house. You take an impression of your teeth, and then from there, I guess they send you retainers. They keep up with your progress. What do you make of people taking their orthodontic treatment into their own hands?
It's really interesting. It's, this new teledentistry is what they're calling it, is kind of the Wild West of how things are going. In the orthodontic community, there have been a lot of reports and a lot of situations of people who've had detrimental adverse effects due to those do-it-yourself aligners. In our practice alone, we are now retreating over a dozen patients who ended up having some negative side effects due to those aligners. So that ends up being a very expensive thing to correct for those people. It's becoming so big. There are now laws that are being passed. So there is a law going into effect start of January 2020. That is going to require that patients have access to any teledentist's basically name, their license number, and that dentist will have to review x-rays. And honestly, I think it's a great thing because it's protecting patients. There have been patients who've lost teeth due to those aligners. There have been patients who ended up having severe bite changes causing TMJ issues. We see that in our own office actually quite a bit.
What are TMJ issues?
Temporomandibular joint disorder. So it's where you end up getting jaw pain. Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it.
So
why are people turning to it to begin with? Is it seemingly less expensive?
So that's what a lot of people believe is driving it. But I think the reality is it's the convenience. So in our own office, we actually have a lot of patients that are, in the acting industry or the dancing industry and are traveling all the time. So in their mind, it's a lot easier to, instead of going into a doctor's office, to just do it from the comfort of home. But, we actually had a kiddo who came in who was part of the acting industry and ended up having some really negative effects because the do-it-yourself aligners. I think it's really great for patients to know doctors that treat using clear aligners, say, for example, using Invisalign or 3M aligners. What's really great is we have the ability to be very, easy about treatment times for our patients. So what I mean by that is there's a lot of versatility. I have some patients that we only see every 12 to 16 weeks. So we're seeing them every 3 to 4 months. So it's not like they have to come and see us, but then their treatment is being monitored like routinely by a doctor still.
Yeah,
and I think that's important. Because you don't want to have your bite get thrown off and now you have, joint problems, or you accidentally crack a tooth, or you lose a tooth because you have bone problems that you didn't even know were there.
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
I feel like anything do-it-yourself. With me, do-it-yourself anything, whether it's building an IKEA furniture or dental hygiene, orthodontics, I wouldn't want to do it, especially when it's medically related.
Yeah, you think about it too. It's interesting. I mean, to become a general dentist, you go to 4 years of your undergrad training, and you usually have to do like a science major and be very studious. Then you go to dental school for another 4 years of training, and at that point, you're a general dentist. You're very good at a lot of restorative work, but you have a little bit of knowledge in orthodontics, but not a lot. So then people who want to specialize in orthodontics have to then do 3 more years of training to become an orthodontist. And so there's a reason for that. There's a lot of things to take in consideration, and making sure the bite is healthy, the teeth are healthy. Just making the front teeth straight can actually cause some serious bite problems if it's not done correctly. So it is interesting that
it's almost laughable.
Yeah.
The amount of schooling that you had. I mean, Dr. Megan LeCornu is Harvard graduated. She went to UNC dentistry school. And Dr. Gilbertson, I know he's a UCLA grad.
Yep.
Dr. Pete as well is a UNC grad.
Yep.
So it's laughable to me that people would turn to over the phone orthodontics as opposed to just going and seeing professionals face to face.
Well, I think what's important now is I think we're starting to realize what the adverse effects can be for patients who try to do this on their own. And I do think now there are laws being put in place to protect people from these big companies, because a lot of these companies, they send you aligners and that's it. It's off their hand. And if you have damage, they make you sign a consent that says you agree not to ever sue them. You are not protected as a patient, and unfortunately, you can have all these negative effects. Now you need to go through 2 years of orthodontic treatment to correct the problems from that, and you have no course for action at that point. And the laws are now being put in place that is going to be protecting patients and people in the community.
Yeah, up to now, it's basically predatory ortho care.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad because, having a beautiful smile, it's life-changing. And it should not be something that, causes people problems. There should not be a lot of hurdles. I think it's good for patients to know. I guarantee you go into any orthodontist office, they have very flexible financing options. So it really takes the hurdles down. For our patients, we even have options with almost no down payment, and we spread their monthly payments to make things as affordable and easy as possible. I think the biggest thing is the time commitment and talking to your doctor so that you can find a strategy that will work for your time.
Right.
So if you can only come in every 12 weeks, you need to let the orthodontist know that, because then they can cater a treatment plan that will work for you.
She's Dr. Megan LeCornu. Embrace your smile. Santa Clarita's go-to orthodontics office, 10 years running. We're going for 11. We're going to own the 2020s. 2010 was ours, but you can meet the team, request a complimentary consultation, schedule an appointment, look over all of your treatment options and more at embraceyoursmile.com. Also with 2 offices, one right here in Newhall, just off of Wayman, right across the street from OLPH, the other right across the street from the ice station, perfectly located. Dr. Megan LeCornu, embraceyoursmile.com. Always good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.